Dylan's a lost cause. I know I struggled to see this, but we've contained him now. I wish I had sided with Marshall back when it was just one person. So many dead. I thought his youth was an asset. Just too much too soon. Effective immediately. I'm setting up a new department. Dimensional research in the research sector. Transferring the slide projector there. That's where my focus will be now. The ordinary site remains as is. We'll be back to... I don't know when.
Do you remember Mr. Tomasi, the head of communications? The hiss he was changed into showed up in containment, near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing. I've been seeing these Darling presentations all over. Seems like he enjoys the limelight.
So you noticed, huh? When he recruited me out of college, he actually came to visit. He interrupted my physics course by shouting, not quite, Professor, and then marching down to the front of the class where he proceeded to berate the very idea of laws of thermodynamics. He's been a showboat all his life.
Darling visited you in college?
Yeah, he read a paper I'd published, came to recruit me for the Bureau. I accepted and then spent years waiting for access to the confidential research that Darling promised me. And whenever I ask about my access level, he just mumbles that it's temporarily postponed and then changes the subject to the effect of entropy on luck.
I wonder who else Darling hid his work from. Marshall? Trench? Have you learned anything about Dylan's condition?
Only that he's definitely hiss, but I guess his chanting made that pretty obvious. You know, interestingly, the words of the hiss incantation have an average length of 4 letters. The most common word used 7 times is want. The next most common are through and time. It's very interesting, don't you think?
I don't care about the words. What about my brother?
Right. Sorry, I got a little off track. Well, strangely, his tissue samples all look healthy, unlike the other hiss I've tested.
That's good news. Right? I wanted to talk to you about the crazy things I can do. My abilities. I get the sense that they're not very usual around here.
Well, usual and unusual aren't really benchmarks at the Bureau, but for some perspective, Director Northmore once used the floppy disk to send a bowling ball 6 yards through the air, and that was considered a huge deal. So compared to that, you are most certainly an outlier.
An outlier. I like the sound of that. I should get going.
Don't let me hold you up.
Marshall abandons us.
Did you see that hiss they marched through here? And why the fuck didn't we put a bullet in that thing's head? That's no one's brother anymore. He's the enemy, plain and simple. Marshall orders us to just sit on our asses and then leaves? What's the deal?
She must have her reasons. She's probably out doing some recon.
Then she should have taken us with her. I need some action, goddammit.
The thunder's heat distorts you. Happiness comes. White currents get yellow and red in the eye. Through a mirror at the end.
Maybe I'm just here to punish myself. Any new dreams you'd like to share, Dylan?
I'm glad you asked, sister. This dream, like all dreams now, felt very real. Like reality. And reality now feels like a dream. Maybe it's all a dream. Maybe it's all real.
Dream where my brother endlessly tells me about his dreams.
I was in a dark place, and there was a dark man there. His name was Mr. Door, and he told me that there are many worlds, side by side, on top of each other, some inside of others. In one world, there was a writer who wrote a story about a cop. In another world, the cop was real. Door said he himself was in all of them at the same time, endlessly shifting between them. I asked him how I could reach these worlds. I wanted to bring the hiss there. But he didn't want to help me. He didn't like the idea. What did he know?
Not wild about the idea myself. Here we go again. Once more with feeling. Let me guess. You want to tell me about your dream?
Yes. Yes. In fact, I'm having a dream right now.
Oh. That's new.
In this dream, I'm standing in the corner watching Jesse and Dylan talk about this very dream. This very dream! He said just now! And repeated it again now. I'm standing there and watching, and that's all I can do. It's as if I'm trapped there. And that's all I have to say about that dream.
Okay, Dylan. That's good. Is he still in there? Or is this the hiss playing mind games? I don't know.
Leave your inside by the door. Push the surface into the web. You've always been here. You want this to be true. We stand.
janitor if you need to get through.
Broken? How many dead ends can this place have? We need to find Ahti. There's no Ahti. Where is he?
Now this boy left, said the son of Annikki Tähti. My assistant will keep work in the glove and the house standing. Lomille lomps, holiday humps.
How can anyone even get out of here while the building's sealed? Let alone go on a holiday. cold's gotten in here too? All right. Let's get cleaning, she said.
Illalla tuuli heikkenee. Utuista hyvä näkyvyys. Suomenlahden länsiosa, Pohjois-Itämeri, etelän ja lounaan välistä tuulta. Ajoittain noin 14 metriä sekunnissa. Iltapäivällä ja illalla suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta 4-6 metriä sekunnissa. Eteläosa 6-10 metriä sekunnissa. Yöllä tuuli väliaikaisesti tyyntyy. Selkämeren pohjoisosa, merenkurkku ja perämeri suunnaltaan vaihtelevaa tuulta 3-6 metriä sekunnissa. Hyvä näkyvyys. Päärannilla tänään kello 11. Kotkarankki 16. Tyyntä. Näkyvyys yli 20 kilometriä. Kalboida Grund 15. Selkeää yli 20. Helsinki Katajaluoto 18. Mukassään 17. Kaakko 3. Melkein selkeää yli 20. Russarö 18. Tyyntä pilvistä yli 20. Etelä 3, melkein selkeää, yli 20. Myyha 17, Kaakko 4, selkeää, yli 20. Kotka Sandön 20, tyyntä, selkeää, yli 20. Märken 19, Kaakko Etelä 4, melkein selkeää, yli 20.
pelissä tää narri lyödään, maan aina vaan hetki kuolos, lepo suodaan jo takas kutsutaan. Aika särkyy ikuisuuteen, laukaus kajahtaa.
There's something up ahead. Do you see it?
Saatana, ei kestänyt ruottalaisen velikset kunnon löylyt. Samma på svensk! Hey, girl! For a Finn, holidays home.
Ahti?
Did you miss me? Did you have fish in your song? Yes. No. Bark don't make a wound. You did good. Take my cassette player. You can borrow it. The song is a present from my friends to you. It will get you through the maze so you can do your job.
Did that really just happen? Of course it did. He gave me his cassette player. It'll get me through the maze, huh? The janitor always has the keys.